Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. So I am so excited to have you here. I hope you are having a wonderful day so far. And by the way, my name is Jean and I will be doing a pick a card within a pick a card about your love reading. So it's actually the first time that I'll be doing this. So what we'll be looking into for today is your love or your romance situation. So we're going to take a peek or an overview about what happened in the past, in the present, and in the future. So there's going to be a different or three sets rather of pick a cards per each timeline. Okay, so we're going to use tarot and then we're also going to use oracle to give us information or details about the love situation that you've been before, that you may be experiencing right now, or that and that what you will be experiencing in the future. So let's get started with the past. Now you also have the option not to do this chronologically. So let's say you just want to step right into the future. I've put the timeline for that in the description or in the comment box below. Or let's say you just want to look at the past or the present. You know, it's all up to you. Okay, so with that in mind, I'll get started with the first part of our pick a card, which is the past love reading. Okay, hello guys and welcome to the past love reading. So for this portion, I prepared 3 piles for you to choose from. So we have here pile number 1, represented by the Ocean Jasper Agate. Oh, but I forgot to mention, now this is a recent past or could be a distant past reading, so it will actually depend on what resonates and you know the thoughts and energies that you have placed with regards to your past love life. Anyway, going back, we have pile number 2 with the black tourmaline, and then we have pile number 3 with this labradorite. So you can pick based on the energy of the card. You can also pick based on the energy of the crystal, or you can choose, you know, based on the energy of both. You can also assign, let's say, one person from the past per pile, or you know, you're all general feel for all of them in one pile. It's up to you which one resonates in general or per person. Okay, so let's get started with pile number 1. Okay, hi pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. So, let's get started. What was your past love situation like? Okay, let's start with the oracle card, and we have here true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Okay, and then we have for the tarot the 5 of swords. Next we have the 10 of swords, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Alright, pile number 1. So, from what I'm seeing here, in terms of your past love life, it seems like you know, you have been so in love with one particular person, you know, in your past. This is a group which I believe believes that, you know, they have already met the one for them. They believe, or you believe that you have already met the love of your life. You know, this is a person whom you have shared a deep emotional connection with. With the 5 of swords, I'm seeing that this is someone whom you had a very strong foundation to. So notice that there's a lot of swords surrounding the main sword in the card. So this is someone whom, you know, you've shared a lot of battles, struggles with, in which you have all overcome. And then we have your 10 of swords. So for the 10 of swords, I'm seeing 2 alternates or 2 versions. Okay, so for this one, take resonates. For the first version, what I'm seeing is that, you know, after all of the battles that you've been through, you've realized that, you know, you really never want to look for another person. You believe that, you know, this is really the only one for you, whether this person leaves, or yeah, whether this person leaves, because you in your heart, you're sure that you won't leave this person. You believe that this person is irreplaceable for you, so there's really no need to search anymore. So that's one version. And then the second version for the 10 of swords appearing in your reading is that despite of the battles that you've been through, the foundations that you've laid, that you've had for each other, I am seeing that you know there was this particular situation, or over time, this relationship, in spite of the strength that it has, it just ended. Okay, and it has really caused a deep sense of hurt for you and for your partner. Okay, so it could be that the other person left, or that circumstances happened that made you leave, or you still want to be with each other. It's just that there had been a lot of things that just keeps you apart. Okay, so there's an airplane coming in. It's like a confirmation that one person left, or the other one left, or you were both separated. I'm seeing that for some of you, you were separated because of goals, different goals in life. Like, one of you decided that you had to study and move to another city or to another country in order to study or take a job opportunity, or basically just to move on from the place where you've always been. You want to explore. So there's that. And then with the Ace of Pentacles here, I am seeing that there really is that sense of establishing, or willingness to establish a chapter, or a new chapter of your life with this person. So in spite of them, for some of you, there's a version that they left, right? So in spite of it happening, there's still that hope within you. So just look at the sun. Okay, like the Ace of Pentacles here, this version in this deck, it's beaming. Okay, it's so bright. There's still that hope that even if things didn't work out, you would still you'd still get back together with each other. There's just that hope that someday you'll be able to be in each other's arms again. Like, like there's really no willingness to move forward with another person. Maybe move forward, but then later on in another lifetime, or once everything has settled out, you'll get back together with this person. Or if for those of you who are still with this person, again, it's basically just a willingness to establish more, more connection, deeper connection with the person. Okay, so that's it for us, pile number 1 for the past. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I get to see you on the next chapter. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 2. If you chosen the tourmaline, black tourmaline crystal, this reading is for you. So let's look at the first oracle card, which is romantic feelings. And then for the tarot, we have the King of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Ace of Swords. Okay, sorry, just moved them a bit. And then we have the Death card in reverse. Okay, so from what I'm seeing here, pile number 2, for the past experiences that you've had with romance or with relationships, it's I'm feeling that 1, this group is very young, or that 2, you may have not experienced 1, a long-term relationship, or 2, an actual relationship. Like you've never had a boyfriend or a girlfriend ever since. Or it could also be that you've had shallow relationships with people, or unofficial relationships. For some of you, it could be that it's by, I'm seeing that for some of you it's by choice. Like, you really don't want to commit yourself to someone. Like, you just have so much fun okay, wandering off and keeping your options open. Now with romantic feelings here, yes, this is, I won't really say shallow, but it's kind of like you love the idea of being in love. Like, you like the idea of and feeling of infatuation. But when it comes to the hard work of actually needed to put up with a relationship, that's actually something that kind of sizzles the flame within you. And for some of you, I'm seeing that in the past, you've had a lot of crushes. Okay, like you keep on crushing with, especially in high school. You know, if you're in high school, you keep on having a lot of crushes with different people. It's not so. It's actually cute, but it's not so serious. Like, you know, you just like someone, and then next day you find someone else. You know, you like that person now. So there's just a lot of, you know, infatuation within your past love readings. A lot of infatuated energy. King of Swords in reverse. So it's saying that, you know, for some of you, you like someone who doesn't know you personally, or you like, or you in reverse. It could be vice versa. You like someone but you don't really know them that well. So it's like, in a way, it's either there wasn't a chance, or you weren't really interested in, you know, getting to know this person in a deeper level. I'm actually seeing a lot of people here with this one being in reverse. Okay, so if you notice, it's a king, there's a male image here, and then, you know, there's kind of like a lot of mirrors. So intuitively for you, pile 2, there's a lot of mirrors. There's kind of like a lot of men. And I'm saying that you guys have a certain type. Okay. And also, what's really important for you is the physical, you know, the physical attraction. Most of the people that you've liked, or that, you know, you've hang out with, you've liked, or you've had a crush on before, it's really just more on the physical aspect. So yes. Yeah, like, you like having conversations with people, but it's more of, you know, physical looks being the top priority for you to be with someone, or for you to choose someone. Ace of Swords. Yeah, so this is, you know, the willingness to, yeah, just start over, you know, something with someone over again. And then that card being in reverse is like, it's kind of like a cycle. I'm also seeing that for some of you, you know, there's this feeling of you asking yourself, there had been a time wherein you've asked yourself, or like you've questioned yourself, like, you know, there was a time in the past wherein you wanted to have an actual serious relationship. It's just that for some reason it's not coming in for you, or, you know, it almost happened but then it stopped. So it's like the opportunity may not always be there, or if it's there, you know, it really never pushed through. And then there was this message of doubt as to why it keeps on happening. Okay, so yeah, for some of you, seeing that it somehow affected your confidence even a little bit, and it made you question, you know, will you ever find love ever? Okay, so you have this fear, you have this strong, not really strong, sorry, you have this kind of fear, of recurring fear, that what if they find out who I am? You know, you're kind of afraid to show them who you really are, because you're afraid that if they did see who you truly are, you know, they might leave. So for some of you, you kind of leave first instead of that other person leaving you, to avoid getting hurt, to avoid getting, to protect your feelings in return. Okay, so yeah, this is what I'm seeing for the past love energy for pile number 2. So let's see this time what would happen in the present, in the future. So hopefully I get to see you on the next chapter of this reading. So bye for now, and see you later, pile 2. Hi, pile number 3. If you chosen the labradorite crystal, this reading is for you. So we'll start off with the oracle and then the tarot. Okay, we have here for your first card, we have reconciliation. Okay, someone from your past is returning to your life in a past reading. Okay. We have 7 of Swords in the verse. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the verse. And then we have the Lovers in the verse. Okay. So from what I'm seeing, pile number 1, the past, whenever you recall the past, there's just this, you know, feeling, or just this energy, this emotion of strong disappointment, this strong message of hurt. I'm seeing that for some of you, you are still waiting for closure from someone. but then either that person, never explained everything, and for some of you, you're even waiting for an apology. Okay, so, or either an explanation, so closure, apology, explanation, though one of those things or all of those things, and somehow, it just never came, in the past. So you're like left hanging as to what happened. Did you do anything wrong? Was there something that you could have done, or was it, even your fault in the first place? So, Seven of Swords in reverse is saying that, you still have a lot of these questions in mind, like, where did I go wrong, if it was my fault, to begin with. Now, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Lovers in reverse is saying that in the past, these emotions have really held you back from living your best life. So there's a strong feelings of hurt that actually, kept you from being your best self. And it's not something that you did out of choice, but it's just something that, this pain was just so strong that it almost got the best of you. Of course, no, it's not something that any of us wanted to happen in our lives, but it's just that, for during that time, that you were experiencing this, it was just so intense that it was difficult to overcome. But, with this ones being in the first, it didn't mean that, it was something that was not achievable or was not possible. The fact that it's in the past and it's all in reverse, meaning that it just took some time. Okay, so whenever you remember the past, all you can solely remember is that, you had to fight through a very difficult battle for you. So, there was this departure or separation from someone who was really important to you, someone whom you love, and then without any explanation, you were just left off to be by yourself. But then, there's also a strong message here that in spite of the damages that this person has done, and for some of you, you may have even almost, you almost believe that, you won't be able to find love for yourselves. Sorry. There's this message that in spite of that, big challenge, big emotional challenge in your life, that's where you were able to learn how to take care of yourself, how to love yourself. For some of you, this became a motivation for you to become a better person. So with the Queen of Pentacles here, I'm seeing that for some of you, you decided to, change your lifestyle, like, you really work on becoming your best physical self. Or for some of you, you've decided to finally pursue this thing that you were not able to pursue because of being committed to this person. So you may have chosen to pursue a career that you've always wanted, or you may have gone back to school, or really focus on school and achieve a lot of things, or pursue your dream, maybe open up a business, write a book. Or for some of you, I reading opened up a YouTube channel, just to pass the time, or just to take your mind off this very painful experience. But the Lovers being in reverse is saying that, unintentionally, we were able to find a different kind of love. So in the past, you were severely hurt, but then when you also remember it, that's the time that also brought you to where you were going, or where you are. Okay, so there was a loss of a love by someone, a loss of a romantic love, but then there was a gain of, a strong sense of self-love. All right, so pile number 3, thank you so much. Now this time, let's see what could happen in the present or in the future, and hopefully I get to see you on the next chapter of this reading. So see you later, pile 3. Hello and welcome to part 2 of the Pick a Card Within the Pick a Card, and this time we are going to explore the present timeline for your love situation, or for your love reading. So for this one, this can be about the really current, actually happening present, or this could be, just a recent present, or the almost like a borderline between the present and the near future. So for this one, take what resonates and leave what does not. So I prepared 3 piles for you guys to choose from. So we have here pile number 1 with the Aura Rose Quartz. We have pile number 2 with this amethyst. And then we have pile number 3 with this flower agate. So you can pick based on the crystal or based on the energy of the card. And then when you guys are ready, let's get started with pile number 1. Hi, pile number 1. If you chosen the Aura Rose Quartz Crystal, this is your present love reading. Yes. Okay, so we'll start with the oracle, and then we have here for the first card, separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. We have tarot. For the tarot, rather, we have the patience or the temperance card. And then we have the ace of earth or the ace of pentacles in the first. And then we also have, sorry about that. And then for the last card, we have the six of air, or as some decks would call them, the six of swords. Okay, so pile number 1, from what I'm seeing here, there, for some of you, there's this recent separation with someone. Again, this could be, an actual separation. Could be that, you've ended a relationship that you've had with someone. Or for some of you, you may not be in an actual relationship with this person, but then you've decided to still physically and emotionally separate yourself from this person. It could be in the form of you not reaching out or not communicating with this person. And for some of you, it could be the other way around. I'm hearing the word ghosted. So some of you who picked this pile may have been ghosted by someone whom you have formed an attachment with, or so whom you were close to. And then for some of you, separation could also mean that there is someone from your past whom have been separated with for quite some time now, but up until present times, they are still, the hope that they will come back is still within you. Like the separation happened for a long period of time already, but then even if you did try to start over and move on again, it's like you always go back to this person. There's this waiting element for this person. Now, regardless of the situation that that best relates to how you can explain the separation card to your situation, or how you can relate your situation to the separation card. The patience card here, or as other decks would call them, the temperance card. Now, I believe this is a very special deck for this read, especially for you, pile number 1. Patience here could literally just mean patience. So again, regardless of your situation from the separation with someone, it's like their heart is with your heart is with them. It's what I'm hearing, from an emotional level of connecting with the hearts. It's like you love this person so much, or it could be that you really like this person, could be that. But either way, I'm also saying that for some of you, it could just be that you're waiting for a text from this someone, or for a reply from their DMs, from the chat, just waiting for a reply. Could be just something that light, but nonetheless, there is a waiting element. Like, I'm also hearing that for some of you, your friends and your family, those or those whom you have shared your story with, they kind of like disapprove with this person. You told them the situation and all, and then it's either that some of these people already told you that this person is a red flag, and and that you shouldn't actually wait for him, like it's time for you to let go of this person, but for you, like, it's really difficult. It's also what I'm seeing with the Ace of Earth or the Ace of Pentacles appearing in your reading. And I'm also hearing the message that, you also know, like, these people tell you to stop, giving time and effort for this person, right? And I'm also getting the message that you yourself are already aware that, of what this person is feeling. It's just that you're really willing to give this a shot, to, do something about this, to pursue this person. Like, for you, it's, it's almost as if you find it difficult to connect yourself with someone, or you almost think that, you won't find a love like this. But regardless of the reason, there is a difficulty to separate, yourself from this person. Now, the Six of Air, or the Six of Swords in other decks, is actually speaking of, in some cards, sorry, I'm stuttering. In some decks, Six of Swords is actually shown with still a boat, but then it's usually navigating through an ocean, or, through a body of water. But this Six of Air is, still has a boat, but is showing us that it's navigating in the heavens or in the sky. So what I'm feeling for this card appearing in your reading is that there is a need for you to fight, not just through your emotions, but through your mindset. I know that, and then also I'm getting the message that, you have to pursue what you think is right, even though it will hurt you. You know what to do, you know the right thing to do, and there's a need for you to follow that instinct, that gut, even if it might hurt you. Now, I know that this is easier said than done, sorry. But what the cards, or what the spirits guides are saying is that, yes, the action plan, the things that needs to be done is really difficult, because it means really not listening to what your heart wants to do, but rather to what your mind tells you to do. It's difficult, especially if you have, really attached, you are really attached to this person, or if you love this person even. It's difficult. But what this card is saying is that, because of the demands, okay, or because of the action plans being that difficult, in the end, in the future, the rewards are also unbelievably high, heavenly great. I'm almost seeing an indescribable feeling of bliss or happiness. Like, it's what you have to do to get over this person, or to leave, or to get a happy experience, a happy relationship, is almost difficult for you to do. But then, in the end, you'll experience this, euphoria, like over the head, over the clouds. I'm not sure about the exact term, but, nonetheless, the happiness that you will be feeling is, like, just unbelievably high. Okay, the rewards are great for you, pile number 1. Okay, so that's it for us for our reading. So hopefully I get to see you guys on the next chapter, which is the future pick a card reading. So see you there. See ya. Hi, pile number 2. If you chosen the amethyst crystal, this is your present love reading. Okay, so we'll start with the oracle card first, and then we'll go with the tarot cards. So for your first oracle card, we have, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I'm feeling that this is kind of like a sign message. Though some of you may be looking for a sign kind of thing for someone. Then we have here King of Air, or King of Swords. And then we also have the King of Earth, or the King of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have the High Priestess. Okay, so 2 major arcana cards. Okay, it's actually doing great, pile number 2. So for most of you, I'm seeing that there is a particular person who is coming into your life, or who is about to come into your life. And this person is really great. Okay, like this person either treats you well. Actually, most it's boiling down to this person treating you well, showing you love, respect, friendship, emotion. You get along well with this person. So King of Air is here. Air is someone usually as an air sign, but it doesn't have to be. So the person could be a Gemini, could be an Aquarius, or could be a Libra. But nonetheless, this person is, I'm seeing that this person is kind. This person is someone who is easy to get along well with. It could also be that this person is well liked by a lot of people. Also, this person is smart. They have good judgment. They're reasonable. It could be that they are very mature. It could be by age. They're older than you, or doesn't have to be, but nonetheless, their way of thinking is very mature. So yeah. So this is someone who is, who is a good boyfriend or girlfriend material, good partner material. They can also be a good husband, material. So they are that, really reliable in terms of a relationship. They're really great. But then with the King of Earth appearing here in your reading and in reverse, I'm seeing that for some of you, you find it hard to trust. It's not just this person, but to trust anyone in particular, because this person is really great. It's almost as if they're too good to be true. It could be that this is something new for you, like you don't know how to act, and you're kind of afraid that if this person sees that side of you that could drive them away, they would actually leave you. So there's a lot of fear going on. And then also I'm seeing that because you think highly of this person, because this person is great, you have this fear that they might find someone else whom you think is better than you. You're afraid that they might leave you. Basically, you're afraid about being so attached to this person, giving your heart to this person, and then have them leave you and hurt you in the end. But then with the High Priestess card appearing in your reading, it's actually a great sign. So High Priestess is saying that I'm hearing that for most of you, for some of you, that this person is great. So it's saying to take a leap of faith. Okay, the message here is to open yourself up, to not be afraid, and to trust in your own judgment. Okay, so I'm seeing that the High Priestess card is pretty much like a supporting card to the Oracle, which is it is safe for you to love. So see how the image on this card is also about a lady. Okay, so she's riding on a horse, and then there's this man pursuing her. Could also be your king, pile number 2. Okay, and then see how this person just looks, and then you can tell that this person is smart, or is in a high position of authority, or is in control of the situation. So the High Priestess card in here is saying or suggesting that there's nothing for you to be afraid of, basically. And then if ever that things do go south, and then things do start to go badly, there's a message here that you would know exactly what to do. Okay, but you have to it's kind of like a tricky balance to be with. It's saying that you have to give this person a chance. Okay, you can let this person into your life. Okay, like there's nothing for you to worry about. And then at the same time, there's also a message that whatever challenge, whatever difficulty could come your way, you would know exactly how to handle it. Like there's nothing for you to fear, because you would know what to do. Okay, the past experiences that you've had have actually made you into a stronger person. Maybe you're not yet aware of it, okay, but definitely, there's nothing for you afraid of, because you have grown into this person of wisdom, of strength. You would know how to handle it. Or could also be that you will be divinely guided with this relationship. So there's really nothing for you to be afraid of. Or another message that I'm getting is that this time it's going to be different. Okay, so this person or this situation is not like the ones that you've had in the past. It's one is actually a lot more loving, a lot more soothing, and something that is worthy, okay, to be given a chance of. Right? So that's it for us, pile number 2. I hope you liked this reading. I hope this was able to help. And hopefully I get to see you on the last chapter of this pick a card within a pick a card, which is the future timeline. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Hi, pile number 3. If you chosen the flower agate crystal, this reading is for you. So let's start with your oracle card first. We have the retreat card. It's time to disconnect from the world. And then we have the strength card. We also have the 4 of air, or the 4 of swords in reverse. And then we have the world card in reverse. Okay, so pile number 3, from what I'm seeing here, for your present love situation, the retreat card is a message that, or an energy rather, that I'm getting is that you are currently recovering, or you're currently on the process of healing yourself. So there's a strong energy here of recuperation. You are gathering your strength again. You are making you're healing yourself. You're making yourself stronger, or it could be that you're trying to regain all of the energy that you've lost. So there had been a battle in which you have recently won or overcome, okay, and right now is a strong period of rest for you. So retreat is actually saying that you are taking a break from dating, or from engaging into a relationship, or if not, or if you're looking for a sign, this could be that there's no need for you to feel guilty about being by yourself for a while. So some of you may find it, or may not like to be single, but this is a message. This could be a message from the universe or from the spirit guide, saying that you may need to take a break for a while, especially if you feel the need to. Okay, now the 4 of air, or the 4 of swords being in the first, is also giving out the message that there is no specific timeline as to how long you should heal yourself. So if you feel like you can recover in just a few weeks, or in months, in 6 months, or in a year, 1 or 2 years, so go ahead and take your time. So there's also a message here that you should not let other people make you feel guilty for not following the timeline that they think you should have already moved on. So again, if you feel like for this situation that happened to you, because it's different for each and every one of us, if you feel like you still need more time, or like if you had enough time already but you're still you still want to enjoy your independence, so there's no need for you to feel bad about it. There's also a message here that you may be denying yourself some rest or relaxation. It could also be physical. I'm hearing that for some of you, you may be taking on a lot of work. Like, let's say you render a lot of overtime in the office or where you work. You take on more shifts, double shifts, or for some of you, you may not be working on too much, but then after work you do a lot of things. Let's say you overdo your errands, or you may be taking off opening up another side hustle or a side business, which again, there's nothing wrong with it. But if it's already at the expense of your own health, okay, physical and mental health, there's a message that you need to prioritize the things that actually needs to be done, and give yourself a break. Like, there's nothing wrong with giving yourself a break. It is not a sign of weakness, but rather, it is a sign of, well, just recovering and resting. So it's pretty much like our body needs some sleep, right? So this is like a period for your soul to actually get that kind of rest, that kind of relaxation, as much as the body needs sleep. So give your soul some time to heal, allow it to heal, and to recover. And then the world card being in reverse. So there's a strong message for you, pile number 3, that there's no need for you to worry that your life will pass you by. Okay, so you don't have to feel guilty or feel bad that if you rest, that if you stop, you're gonna miss out on your life. So no, the message here for the world being in reverse is saying that your life or the world may be revolving, or turning around, regardless of what we're feeling or what we're doing. But for you, Pelty, this message from this universe or from the spirit guides is that there's no need for you to worry that you might miss out on anything. You're not going to miss out on your life. The things that were meant for you, that job, that opportunity, that person, everything, okay, it will be there for you when you are ready, when you are well rested, when you are well recovered, ready to take on the world again. The life that is promised to you, the life that you will love, the life and love that will always be for you, will just be there for you, waiting for you. Okay, you don't have to worry, you will not miss out on your life. Okay, again, your destiny is just going to wait for you as you recover from this situation. Okay, so that's it for us, pile number 3. I hope you like this reading. I hope this was able to help, and hopefully I get to see you guys on the last part, which is the future the future part of the reading. See you there. Hello everyone, and welcome to the last part of the pick a card and pick a card for the love reading. So this time we're going to take a look into the future, and there's going to be a few additional one card. And I'm actually excited to do the future reading. There's a lot of great messages for you. Okay, so for this one, I've also prepared 3 piles for you to choose from. So I've chosen the shiny crystals, okay, the ones that sparkle, as a sign of hope that the future will be great. Of course, things still depend on our free will and our decisions, but I believe that regardless of what happened to us, to all of us, and what is happening right now, there will be still great things for us to look forward to, great things for us to experience. And in fact, these great things are even way better, 10 times better than the ones that we've actually lost, the things that we've actually lost before. Okay, so for this pile, for this part, we have pile number 1, represented by this beautiful raw pyrite, and then we have pile number 2 with this kundalini citrine, and then we have pile number 3 with this golden kyanite. Okay, so pick out the shiny crystal that resonates with you, or you can also pick based on the tarot card. And then once you've made your selection, we'll proceed with pile number 1. Hi, pile number 1. If you've chosen this pyrite crystal, this reading is for you. So we're going to start off with the oracle cards, and then we have here passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Yes, because you definitely deserve this. Oh, and then we have we're waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay, all good things. Pile number one, all good things. And then we have here the Hierophant. And then we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. And then we have the Sun. Okay, so definitely a lot of a lot of passion, a lot of happiness bursting in for you, pile number one. And then I'm also seeing a lot of sun, a lot of light. So passion, of course, passion speaks about this fueling emotion happening within. And then if you look at your tarot, there's actually a lot of brightness. So the Hierophant's background here, there's like a light, sorry, like a light shining in. And then this person or the Hierophant is laughing, is just so happy. And then we have here the Nine of Wands, well, in reverse, but it's a good thing because they this card is between two cards, and then this one is in reverse. But then there's also light coming in. And then the Sun, of course, the Sun is like the brightest tarot card in terms of meaning. And what I'm seeing here is that when the time comes that it's time that it's time for you to meet this person, the one that is destined for you, it comes all of a sudden. Well, it comes at a very, very unexpected time. It's just something so random, and it just happened. For some of you, it could you could have this feeling that it just happened all so fast, like it just happened so suddenly. Like most days you wonder if you'll ever find love again, and then all of a sudden you just meet this person who is the one. So for some of you, it's kind of like a love at first sight kind of situation, wherein I'm seeing that it may be a case wherein you've only met this person for, let's say, a few months, or you've only been dating for a few months, for a few years. But then you already know, like both of you already know that you are made for each other, like you're the ones made for each other. So there's a really strong destined connection here that speaks about it happening all of a sudden. And then I'm also seeing that this happens either in a party, okay, like in a Coachella type of party or in an outdoor party. And this could possibly happen on a very sunny day. So this can be in the beach, or this can be like, let's say in a studio, where there are a lot of lights. So one of the main things that you will see, or main signs that will happen on that day, is that it was just really bright. Okay, so it could mean a lot of things again, but for some of you it could be on the beach, and then it could be in a time wherein you guys are just having fun, just letting loose, and then there's like no inhibition. So yes, pretty much like a party, strongly suggesting not exactly a party, but a kind of festivity, like you're not shy, you're not afraid that you might do something different. Or it could also be in a time or in a day wherein you really feel your most confident. Okay, so yes, so it's just so sudden, but then at the same time it's also great. And needless to say, with the Sun, it's saying that this is it. Okay, like the day that you will be that you have been waiting for, that someday, that perfect day, will be arriving to you in its own divine timing. Okay, so that's it for us, pile number one. I hope you liked this video. I hope this was able to help. Thank you so much for watching this, and hopefully I get to see you guys on the next video. Bye. Hi, pile number two. If you chose any Kundalini citrine, this reading is for you. So let's start off with the oracle cards. We have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And then we also have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay. And then we also have for the tarot the Nine of Pentacles. We also have the Lovers. And then we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so pile number 2, from what I'm seeing with the cards, whether you decide to live independently or be with someone, there is just so much satisfaction and success happening in your life. Okay, now attraction is saying or giving us the message that in the future, in terms of romantic relationships or dating, you will really be someone who is attractive in every sense. Like, you're physically attracted to people, your personality and your attitude, your energy, it's your charm, like it's just on an all-time high. Like, whether it's the opposite sex or that sex that you prefer, that you are attracted to, you're the same gender that you're attracted to, people in general, like you just seem to have this very magnetic personality, this magnetic aura coming in. So whether not just in romance but in general, like, you're going to be someone who is very well liked, well loved, very charming. And then religious factors. So what I'm seeing here is that this, in spite of, or regardless rather, of your religious beliefs, okay, there are actually a lot of messages or interpretations, and one of which is that you're going to live up, your fate, your destiny in terms of romance to the deity, okay, to the spiritual being that you believe to. Like, you have this acceptance of whether there really is someone for you or there's not. You're fine with it, like you're so satisfied and fulfilled on your own, that regardless or no matter what happens, that you'll be fine, that you'll be happy and complete. So that's one version. And then the other version that I'm seeing is that for some of you, you may decide to actually dedicate yourself to your religion. So let's say if you're a Christian or Catholic, you may decide on becoming a nun or becoming a priest, or it could be that, or a pastor, or it could be that you decide to dedicate your free time to doing church activities, to leading church activities. So you just become someone who who is spiritual, who is religious, or yes, you decide to serve on your on your place of worship, like you dedicate or yeah, you commit yourself to this place of worship of your respective religion. Or it could be that in the future you decide to also be spiritual in a sense, like you're going to be into tarot as well, you're going to be into crystals, this kind of stuff, of course, those kinds of stuff. And then Nine of Pentacles in here is giving us the further story that you are satisfied with the outcome of your life. Like, you are so happy, like so happy, like not enough souls to describe how happy you are with the life that you will have in the future. So see this woman, like she's picking up this pentacle, this coin, and then she already has a pentacle, but then there's still a lot more pentacles for her to choose from, for her to pick. So it's actually an image or a representation of the fruition of all of the efforts that you did in the past. So may this be career or financial or friendship, relationships, love, could even be romantic relationships, the work that you've put into a romantic relationship, everything that you're working on right now, that you're putting in a lot of effort right now, whether it's writing a book, or growing that YouTube or your YouTube channel, that TikTok channel, that, gaming site, working on yourself, finishing that degree, your schooling, or being actually promoted. All of these efforts, whether business, love, personal, it will finally pay off. Okay? Can even be about you. Let's say there's a target weight that you want to achieve, whether it's losing weight or gaining weight. You will also achieve it. Anything that your heart desires, you will definitely, reap the efforts of it, reap the rewards of the efforts of it. And then the lovers is saying that, there's also, again, there's just so much love coming in. And then it's also saying that, you know um regardless of your preference, so whether it's a man or girl, or woman, anyone, or non-binary, someone will come along into your life once you've decided, or you had this acceptance that whatever happens, or for some of you it could be at a time wherein you've decided that you prefer to actually be single. Okay, so when the time comes that you're not thinking about it, that you almost forgot that you wanted, that's when someone comes along. And this is not someone who's going to, make you afraid, or going to rattle you, or, make you conscious or anything. No. This someone will actually unexpectedly add so much more joy into your life. Okay. Now, I'm seeing that for some of you, this is someone who is either younger than you. It could also be someone way older than you, so there's a gap. It could be age gap. It could also be that this is someone from a different country, or yeah, someone from a different country, or someone who does a totally different job from from what you do, or it could be that your jobs are contradicting each other. So there are some conflicting factors between you and this person, but Seven of Wands in reverse is saying that these factors are not really a deal breaker. Like, you have this quite big differences, but these differences are actually something that's doable. It's not a big deal, something that can cause potential harm, great harm to the relationship. And Seven of Wands appearing here is also giving us a message that this love connection that you will soon experience, that you will experience rather in the future, this is something worth keeping, worth fighting for. And in your heart, both of you in your hearts, that no matter what challenge comes into your way, it's not gonna stop you, and you'll be able to handle it, overcome it together. Okay, so that's it for us, pile number 2. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, you've enjoyed the reading. Hopefully, this was able to help, and I hope to see you on the next video. So, bye guys. Bye for now. Okay, hi pile number 3. If you chosen the Kundalini, no, sorry, that's not Kundalini. That is a golden kyanite. Okay, this reading is for you. So let's start off with the Oracle cards, Romance Angels cards. We have here Free Yourself, and we have, this could be the one. Okay, wow, lovely reading. Sorry, let me just put the crystal here. Okay, Free Yourself, and then this could be the one. So let's talk about them first before we reveal the tarot cards. So from what I'm getting here, Free Yourself is actually a confirmation message from your future self, or from your spirit guides. It's saying that whatever it is that is holding you back from living your best life, or for you to experience full happiness in the present or in the past. So this is saying that in the future, there's gonna be none of that anymore. Like, maybe there is, but this is not something that's going to take over you, but rather this is something that you can control. You are going to experience so much emotional stability, so much peace of mind, so much happiness. Okay, there's just going to be freedom, realizing that everything is within your reach, that much confidence, and believe in yourself that you can do anything that you want. You can achieve things that you want. You can go places that you want to be in. You know, there's going to be that much self-confidence is going to be restored. Everything, everything that you've lost will be returned to you, and it's going to come back in so much more, in ways that you never thought possible, you never imagined. And then this could be the one is saying that, you know, you are going to be with someone who is a great person in the future. There's going to be so much love happening in for you. Now let's get more into detail with that. We have here the 10 of Cups, and then we have the 8 of Cups, and then we have the Fool. Okay, so pile number 3, definitely there is so much happiness even in your family life. Okay, this could be the one. So this is the same person whom you are sharing this new life with, this new chapter of your life with. And then, okay, with the 8 of Cups and the Fool. Okay, so I'm gonna explain them all together. And you know how usually they say that you need to let go of the past for you to experience great things in your present and in your future. So what's interesting about that is that for you, pile number 3, it's kind of like the reverse. Okay, for you, the case is that you experience great things in your life, and then 8 of Cups and the Fool is saying that after experiencing these great things, after acquiring, having, realizing that you have this so much blessings in your life, it's when you finally decide to actually let go of the past, you know, the things that hurt you. And then in this regard, that's when you decide that this is, you know, like, all of a sudden you realize that day by day things are still the same, but then all of a sudden you wake up one day and you realize that so much has changed, and you just, you know, you just plunge in and realize that this is it. Like, this is the great future that I have been waiting for. It has finally arrived, and now I am ready to jump in. Okay, without any fear at what might happen. Okay, I'm ready to embrace fully this new chapter of my life, this new situation that I love in, and I am not living out of fear anymore, but rather out of love. Okay, so yes, that's it for us, pile number 3. I hope you liked this reading. I hope this was able to help. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, I get to see you guys on the next video. Bye!